Hey everybody, this is Minion Soldier, and I have a little bit of an update for the Drake Herald. Recently, it was announced that the Herald had been put into production, and it had actually bumped out the Xeon Scout. And I was a little disappointed in that because the Xeon Scout is a ship that I am very much looking forward to flying, but the Drake Herald is also a ship that I really wanted to fly. And so I kind of tweeted Ben Lesnick and I asked him, I said, is the ship going into just the redesign or is it going into full production? And yep, it is going all the way to flight ready. They need it for Squadron 42. So I guess you can say that the Drake Herald is it's on the fast track. So this is a ship that we're going to see sooner rather than later. And that kind of has me excited. When the Drake Herald first came out, in the descriptions, when they were talking about, the ability to carry large amounts of data and then wipe that data. Here's the original, some of the original concept art that came out where it was showing it asymmetrical. And then they kind of came out with a second series of concept shots where it was more symmetrical. And it seems that they're going in the more symmetrical vein of the design. I mean, I bought it as asymmetrical, but I'm neither here nor there on either design, really. It's not really going to break my heart either way. But going back to what I was saying earlier about its capabilities, its abilities to intercept transmissions and hack data and carry large amounts of data, sort of like a cargo ship, but whereas your cargo isn't physical items, but it's more digital information. It was a ship that I really wanted to get, and also because it also said it in the description that it could also, interrupt transmissions, which I took to mean, well, can that also mean that it can interrupt distress beacons? Now, my original intent when I bought it was I was going to put this on a character that would live in quote unquote empire in the more secure areas and would be more of a criminal, but not a heavy duty piracy type criminal, but more or less like a data mover, a hacker, that sort of thing, but also give me the ability to kind of keep eyes on things that are going on in the more legitimate parts of space. But when I bought it, I picked up two of them because I intended that maybe I would CCU one of them into an LTI version of a ship that had already been released where I hadn't been able to get LTI initially, or that I would actually keep it because if it does have the ability to interrupt distress beacons, then I could possibly rebuild it, stealth it out a little bit, and then use it as a way to sneak up on people, catch them when they're in belts, and then call in reinforcements, and then block any distress transmissions or any distress signals once my guys are there, and then possibly help them out with destroying enemy ships, because this also it came with three size 1 gimbaled gun mounts on it, but now it looks like those if you take the gimbals off you can actually put those up to size 2, so that might be a pretty nice ship in terms of combat. So that's just a little update on the Drake Herald. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. Oh, just one more thing. When I was saying about removing the gimbals, obviously the guns would become fixed, but I mean, with the implied speed of this ship, I was thinking more of using it as sort of like a boom and zoom type fighter, which would just streak in, make an attack run, and then streak off before anybody could really anticipate it or kind of move to counter it or kind of position themselves to attack it. And that was kind of my personal theory crafting on the Drake Herald and using it as in a combat role. But anyways, yeah, so that's the end of it. Thanks for watching.